Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am finally sharing something that I've been wanting to sit down and talk through for a while now, and that's my 90-pound weight loss story. Now I know I've shared bits and pieces throughout my videos, but today I'm sharing with you my full journey, what I did to lose these 90 pounds and how I'm keeping it off. So if you're new here, my name is DeeDee. Welcome, welcome, welcome. On my channel, I share about my weight loss journey, any tips that I have, my carnivore way of eating, what I eat in the days, meal preps, grocery hauls, and I sprinkle different stuff in between just because that's just what I do. So if you're on a weight loss journey yourself right now, stuck in a plateau, or just curious how I was able to lose these 90 pounds and keep it off, then this video is for you. Let's jump right in. Now, when I started this journey, I want you to know that I didn't wake up one day magically motivated to actually lose weight this time and keep it off. I said this journey because I've been on like 1,000 journeys within my adult life. I may have exaggerated, but a lot. I've been on South Beach, Atkins, HCG drops, whatever, Weight Watchers, whatever you name it, I've tried, I think, all of it. And I've lost some weight, but I've never been able to be consistent enough. I've never been able to continue on the journey. I've always given up. And every new year, I'm ready. I'm giving these gyms my money because I'm only going for like 2 days. It was crazy. So I've done it over and over again, and it's been a cycle. So that's why I want to emphasize on this past journey that I just started early last year. And I want you to know that it wasn't a quick fix. But this last journey is my final journey with this weight loss. And I'm saying that because I am speaking things into existence, okay? Early last year, my weight loss finally started because I just got tired of being tired. I got tired of being uncomfortable in my own body, tired of dreading pictures. Whenever I was in a picture, I was trying to hide behind whoever was in the picture. Or if it was two other people, I would always position myself in the middle so that I can look slimmer. But I didn't like taking pictures at all. And that's why now that I'm at the end of my journey, I'm looking back and I can't find a lot of pictures when I was bigger because I just didn't take them. And I don't know if you're like me. If you are, let me know below. If you're in a picture with other people, you see the picture, you immediately zero in on you. It doesn't matter if everybody else in the picture looks great, doesn't look great. You're looking at you and you're picking yourself apart, etc. That's how I was. So I hated pictures, and that's why I don't have a lot of pictures of me when I was bigger. I got tired of avoiding mirrors. And lastly, I was tired of not doing things with my family because I was either tired, exhausted, uncomfortable, or just couldn't physically fit into the chairs like roller coasters, or always tired when they want to play soccer or play volleyball in the pool. I just wasn't comfortable and I just wouldn't do it. And I got tired of doing that. And I said, enough is enough. This is my last time I'm starting. Now, when I finally started, I'll be honest with you, and I'll go through some details. I wasn't perfect at all. At all. I just started slow, but the big thing is that I was consistent, and I truly think that's all that matters. I didn't jump into keto or carnivore on day one. I just started out by cutting out processed carbs. I didn't have a meal plan. I just started cutting back on 3 things that I love: rice, pasta, and bread. I love Italian, lasagna, spaghetti. I love Chinese food, and I love sandwiches, subs, you name it, I'm willing to try it, right? And I'm also Caribbean, so growing up in my house, every meal had rice on it, okay? I love yellow rice, rice and beans, rice and peas, black rice with mushroom sauce. Whatever it is, I loved it. But I knew that I needed to cut back. I didn't cut back all the way. What I did was I would only eat rice or pasta or bread once or twice a week when I started my low carb journey. So I was still incorporating it, but I was cutting back and making simple, small shifts. Like, for example, I love soda, Mountain Dew, or that grape soda, Sprite, Coke, What I did was I swapped that out for Diet Coke or Diet Sprite. Did it taste the same? Nope. But I was still getting a little bit of fix, and I wasn't just cutting it out completely. I was cooking more meat and more eggs, and then I was also just removing the bread from my meals. That alone started making me feel better. And that was just small, simple shifts from the way that I used to eat. And it started making me feel like, man, this could actually probably work. That made me feel good. And that momentum is what gave me the confidence to just keep going because I had a goal, okay? I lost 25 pounds. Let's keep going and let's get it in. And once I saw that I could actually lose the weight, I wanted to be a little bit more intentional. So that's when I transitioned over to keto. I tracked my macros. I started focusing on high fat, moderate protein, and very, very low carb. So those days of trying to be cute, having some rice or pasta like once or twice a week, I decided it was time to cut that out fully and let's get this weight off. And let me tell you, with keto, I started to see major progress. I started reading labels. I started adding like fats like butter, avocado, and cheeses to my meals. And I even started dabbling a little bit in intermittent fasting. I wasn't perfect when I started intermittent fasting. Some days I did follow my initial plan of eating between like 12 and 7:30ish. But some days when I was hungry, I ate. What I made sure to follow the most was making sure that I was eating the right meals, and then wherever things fell, they fell. So I was not perfect with intermittent fasting, but maybe about 4 to 5 days a week, I was doing it right. And the other days, it is what it is. But that's how I approached intermittent fasting at first. And with low carb, keto, and dabbling a little bit into intermittent fasting, I actually lost 65 pounds. And then I stalled. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that pissed me off. For like almost 8 months, I'm going strong. I'm watching what I'm eating. I'm moderately moving here and there. I lost 65 pounds. And then for like 2 months, the scale didn't move at all. So I was pissed and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And this is the part that a lot of people don't talk about. You could be doing everything right and the scale still not move. You could still stall while still doing what you were doing before. And mentally, I just started spiraling. Thoughts started coming to my mind like, okay, you know what? Maybe this is where my journey ends. Maybe this is what my body is supposed to look like. Maybe I'm supposed to be thick and not slim thick. I don't know. But deep down, I knew I had to do something different because I knew I wasn't done yet. And I'm not gonna let this stall break me. Now we're moving to this year, February of 2025. I kept seeing carnivore diet, no veggies, just eating meat, just salt, no seasoning. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was wild, especially the no seasonings part, because I know I love my food full of flavor. So I know I would make some adjustments for me for it to be sustainable. But you know what? I was curious. So I said, let me start researching. And I saw that this way of eating can reduce cravings, cause less inflammation, less bloating, and a lot of people have lost weight eating this way. So you already know I'm sitting here stuck at 175, having a goal of whatever number in mind. I just wanted to lose the weight. So I was like, I'm going to give this a try. I've tried everything else before. Why not this way of eating? Y'all, in 3 months, I lost 25 pounds eating this way. Now, I know that might be small for some. 25 pounds in 3 months, girl, that's slow. I don't care. I was sitting there for 2 months and the scale didn't move. I was sitting there and that thing didn't move. And now it's moving. That was huge for me. So I hit my goal weight and I actually started simple. Ground beef, eggs, bacon. I would put some salmon, some shrimp, and any meat I like, pork, chicken, whatever. Okay? That's how I approach my carnivore way of eating for it to be sustainable for me to lose the weight, to lose those last 25 pounds, and maintain this 90-pound weight loss. But I'll tell you what, more than the scale, my mental clarity, my energy, my digestion, and my confidence soared with this way of eating. And that's why I'm continuing to eat this way. Now, looking back at my journey, I realized that starting with the small changes definitely worked for me. Not overhauling everything overnight, but just making small shifts, like taking those baby steps of switching to Diet Coke or not eating rice or pasta every single night of the week, but maybe once or twice a week. Those baby steps add up. And when you're just starting, it doesn't make you feel like, oh my gosh, I am just stopping everything. This way of eating is miserable. No, those small baby steps definitely add up. Another thing I learned is you do not have to be perfect. Just be consistent. And I know everybody says that, but let me tell you, it is true. My journey was not perfect. I just told you. I started off with just cutting back. I was still eating carbs. That's the truth. Cut back, and then naturally, I started feeling better on other stuff, like with low carb and keto, the veggies, the salads, the avocados, like all of that. It was still filling me up with the fat. I was feeling satiated, but I wasn't perfect. Some days I did my thing, but I didn't stop my journey. Always remember, one bad day does not stop your journey, okay? Just reset and let's just keep moving forward. And just know that your journey could change. What worked at first might not work moving forward. You might have to switch it up and adjust. Just do what's best for you, do what makes you feel good, and what's sustainable for you. Losing 90 pounds, honestly, didn't just change my body, it changed my entire life. It changed how I show up, how I feel, and how I treat myself. But most importantly, it taught me that I can do hard things. I can be resilient, I'm capable, I'm determined, and it is never too late to start over. Don't give up. If you're stuck in a stall, don't panic. And if you're starting from scratch, start small and stay consistent. And remember, it's not about perfection, it's about direction. Just keep moving forward. If you're on a weight loss journey right now, drop it in the comments below where you are in the journey. I want to support you same way you're watching this video, supporting me. And if you have any questions about my journey that I may not have expanded on or shared enough details on in this video, let me know in the comments below as well. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.